Hey folks, so we are going tonight ahead with ghost stories. It's a fun little thing and we encourage you all to join in. Here is Sheena, Earl, AngelLynn, and a new member, Dani McKinney, local author and haunted places enthusiast. Dani, I wasn't sure, hon, if I should put you on as ghost hunter, paranormal investigator. What kind of title do you want in that area?
I say paranormal investigator.
All right, cool.
I'm interested in all different supernatural things.
Now, we might have a couple other people joining us, but they were pretty iffy. Lots going on at home, so. All right, folks. Can you go around and introduce yourselves to the audience? Ooh, we've got people watching already.
Sheena, you're on top. Or Alicia, you're on top. How's that?
I was going to say, they know me. Sheena, go ahead. We're just going to go clockwise.
I am Sheena. I am the owner of Divine Feminine Beauty, and I am a psychic medium and an astrologer.
Nice. Kathy Reed Kinsey, I love ghost hunting. Yup. Okay, Earl. Thank you for joining us.
I'm Earl Williams. I am the host and founder of Pagan Artist Spotlight podcast in Waterloo, Iowa. I'm also the Midwest rep for today's Witch magazine and also the Pagan Chronicles newspaper out of Utah.
Okay. AngelLynn.
Oh, I thought it was okay. I'm AngelLynn. I'm a psychic medium, clairvoyant, clairaudient. Been doing it for like 30 years, almost.
Okay. Dani. Go ahead.
Dani. I'm a paranormal investigator. Been to a bunch of places and just love doing it and having fun and taking the tools out and just going in and looking up the history and stuff.
Now, how long have you been doing that, Dani?
I also write about ghosts too, real and.
You're lagging, baby.
Doing that. I am sorry.
Believe me, you should have seen what I was going through to even set up the event tonight.
Why, baby?
Probably since like 2015, so probably for about maybe 10 years. Since the first like paranormal con, or one of the paranormal cons up at Farrar that you've ended.
Okay, I love it.
So now, are they still open?
And I live 15 minutes.
I don't believe
the school.
I mean, they used to open
by
it.
New people.
Okay. I was gonna say I didn't think Farrar was still around. Well, I mean, I knew the building was still around.
Have new. They have new owners, and you can go and ghost hunt with their like tour guides, but it's yeah.
Okay.
Nifty.
They're owned by YouTube people. So that's all I want to say about it. They're owned by two YouTube influencers that they bought the school. So it's still being used for ghost hunting.
See, and I remember going through the Farrar schoolhouse a couple of times. I was a little disconcerted because they had let people bring Ouija boards and all kinds of stuff in there to pull more ghosts in as more of an attraction. And I am not for that. I don't like that. It's very uncomfortable.
Pulling in things that weren't originally there. Absolutely.
Well, and they didn't release a couple of things that really needed to be released from it. So, it's just, you got to remember, ghosts are people too. They're just dead. It's not like you're dealing with something.
Well, and you can make a story come to life, actually. People don't realize that. It's kind of like watching spooky movies all day. You got to be careful.
Well, and the other thing is, too, like does attract like. Opposites attract for magnetics. That's it. Maybe wrong.
Right.
But like attracts like. So if, let's say, you watch a whole bunch of spooky movies, stuff's going to be like, oh, hey, they're into that. Knock, knock, knock. Hey, how you doing? So you want to have a cup of coffee?
And they do, too. Absolutely.
So, yeah. And as Dani was saying while she was lagging, she does write about ghosts, both real and fictitious. I believe you have a byline in a couple of magazines, don't you, Dani?
I've written. I've written for Celestial Imprinting.
Celestial Imprints magazine, as well as Alicia's Desk. You will know her from some. But
I wrote the Werewolf Story, which is not about ghosts, but my next story is going to be about the Leeds Devil.
Well, how's your Jersey Devil story coming?
I have I didn't know this, but I actually was talking because I went to the Haunted America conference, and I was talking to one of my favorite authors who writes books about the paranormal, and he told me that Napoleon Bonaparte's brother came across the Jersey Devil. So
really,
it's kind of where I'm framing the story.
That's interesting. Nice. Like that's part of a true story.
It's part of a true story,
Yeah.
So
cool.
As far as I know, that's what was reported. But it could go in so many. Like I just it would be fun to see this French, because Napoleon. I know Napoleon wasn't tall, so I'm assuming. It's just gonna be like this 5-foot Frenchman looking at this 8-foot devil monster. It'd be awesome. So,
that's gonna be cool.
But I haven't got that far into it. I'm working on it.
Okay. Awesome. Dude, we are fighting to get Celestial Imprints up and running.
But I also do have the 48 film out. That's
I know this weekend. Up.
Yeah.
Dani, babe, you're lagging. What's going on? Okay. Hold on. Kathy has a comment. We investigated Farrar in 2007 and got nothing. I think, like Alicia said, people brought spirits in as they used Ouija boards and such. No, I mean, Kathy, there was already stuff there, but yeah, they start stacking more and more and more on top, and it's like, dude, that's not a good idea.
I never went in the building, but I went out to the site. Nah.
Kind of surprises me.
Yeah. 1920 was it built? 1890, right around the turn of the century.
Yeah.
And I felt more like around the back, but I think there's a graveyard over there too, behind it or on the side of it or across the street. That's real close. So I almost feel like I was picking up some of that. I felt more on the outside than I did so I didn't end up getting a tour or anything.
No, I understand. It's interesting. Had I not been vending there, I'm not sure I actually would have gone in.
Right.
Because ghost hunting has never fascinated me because I grew up with a psychic medium as a dad. We had confirmation right out of the gate. Like the second mom left and I was around Dad pretty much 24/7. He's talking to these fuckers all the time. And I'm like, Dad, what is wrong with you? What are you doing? Now I'm doing the same thing. Yeah, I know. It's a really good thing my dad has a lot of grace because he never says, I told you so. But no, he's off talking to him. He's like, no, do this, go here, ... because they would come, they would speak to him. They warned him about my grandma's well line. We were living with his mom at one point when we first moved back to Michigan. And they warned him. The guy was sitting over the line going, one of his dad uncles was like, no. Because Dad was under the crawl space trying to fix everything. And he's like, no, don't fix it. Don't fix it. Dad's like, what is wrong with you? Well, come to find out, sewage had been leaking into the well.
Oh, wow.
And she was drinking that water.
Oh, man.
So, yeah. No, I mean, as a little kid, when you grow up with somebody who's kind of guided by this stuff, it makes a difference because you don't really need that confirmation as you grow up. I mean, it's just it's a part of your world. I mean, AngelLynn, I think you can relate. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's just there. It's all, well, yeah.
Right.
Sheena, I don't know. Did you have that experience as a kid?
Yeah, I've always seen spirits.
It's just there.
Yeah, it took me getting older to be able to understand how my clairaudient worked with, because when I was younger, I used to think I couldn't hear them. I used to tell everybody, like, I see them, but I can't hear them. And then it took me understanding how my clairaudience worked before I could actually understand them.
Destiny, Sheena, you are glowing tonight. I miss you all tons. We miss you too, Destiny.
Mm-hmm.
When you going to get your ass on here and hang out, huh?
Soon. She'll be back soon.
That's okay. I always remember it is her year, so she's got a lot of stuff to work out too, and a lot's going to get thrown at her this year. And just remember, Destiny, if you need us, give us a call. Next year is Danny's year, though. She is a horseling, and yep. So we're all going to have to give her some support next year.
I hope my year's not coming for a long. I hope I've already had my year. It's gone.
Right.
Well, you're Rooster, right, Sheena?
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Let me look up You're the Rooster. Earl?
Well, she didn't really want to know. No, I'm kidding.
You always want to know, guys. You always want to prep.
Be prepared.
Now, I know you've had some supernatural experiences when you were younger, but was it pretty much like part of your world, or is this something you grew into and went, whoa, what?
Well, to say, because I mean, the main instance I had was that one I was telling you about, when I had met my, now ex, back in the early 90s, and the place that she was living at was an old house over on the north side of Des Moines, which basically turned out it used to be a funeral home back in the early 1900s. And the guy that bought the place sectioned off all the rooms to be individual apartments. Well, then later on we find out that this place used to be a funeral home, and I get woken up in the middle of the night by hearing kids laughing and plastic cups being thrown back and forth across the kitchen.
There are no kids.
Basically, all it took was for me using my daddy voice and said, okay, you two, it's bedtime. We will play tomorrow.
Wow.
And they quit.
Oh, the sweetest sound.
It didn't really faze me all that much. But let's see. And then when I was living up north in Minnesota, I had wound up losing my 19-year-old nephew to suicide.
God.
And basically the TV I had, anytime that it would go staticky, that was him trying to communicate with me.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
So I knew that when the TV would go staticky and go nuts like that for a few minutes at a time, I knew that he was around.
Okay. That's actually really neat. Interestingly enough, to message Destiny, I always, spirits, flickering lights, and different stuff like that. Yeah, I get it. But she mentioned to me, because I'd been having a lot of problems at the shops with the lights going crazy, but it would only be at certain points. I'm like, okay, what are they trying to tell me? And I asked her, and apparently it's my grandpa coming back to just kind of give me some of that confirmation of, you're on the right track. You're on the right track. I'm like, okay, thanks, Grandpa. I appreciate it. But when I'm in the bathroom, it's a little weird.
Yeah.
Let's see. And then, let's see. Should I? Yeah.
Well, how about the monk?
After losing Dad.
That's true.
And going back home for Thanksgiving to walk into the house to my two older brothers remodeling the inside of the house. Mm-hmm. And getting hit, basically having Dad coming at me, yelling at me.
It's like,
and I'm like,
wasn't my idea.
I'm like, Dad, I had nothing to do with this. Leave me out of it. Because I don't know why, but I heard him loud and clear yelling at me. It's like, don't be yelling at me.
Well, you were also the only one who could hear him, so you were the one that would have to weigh in on his behalf. And that's the other thing a lot of the dead come back to do. They're like, hey, and it's like, whoa, no. This is not my place to get involved here, but hey, and it's like, So yeah, I'm not sticking my nose in this. Just because I can hear you don't mean nothing. Hold on. Antoinette Brown. Hello. Hey, Antoinette.
Hey, Antoinette, hon.
Hey, Antoinette.
And that's another girl that's got she's got a ton of crazy ghost stories.
Yeah, I've had a few experiences.
Katie from YouTube. Hi, Katie. If this is your first time on, or if it's not, welcome. Hello, and thank you for joining in. But now, by the way, guys, if I send you like vodcast links to share, I'm going to be sending YouTube only because Facebook is starting to really fritz out on me. So that's why the switch. Hold on. Can't think of a name. 777. Hey, I can't think of a name. How are you? Good name.
That's
I like
funny.
It. So, the dead. Dani, have you had any experiences, ghost stories, anything like that? I mean, you've been running around.
My grandmother died. My grandmother on my dad's side, we brought her bed frame home, and things would happen, not in my room, but in the room. The TV would come on. It would be staticky. You would smell perfume. I was 10 at the time, and that used to be Nicole's room. My sister. She would sleep in there. She would sleep in there. She will not sleep in that room. She will not sleep in that room. I don't think I will sleep. It's my office now.
Yeah.
But
well, did your grandma help you with your work?
I would hope she could, but actually we have her ashes on we have her ashes in the house. So we have her with us. We have her. So but I like, and then like, I've had experiences, when like I've gone to places, but another thing is like my dog will see things. My dog will see things, like we'll look up like at like people and there's nothing there. And I'm like, who's my dog looking at? I don't know, because I had a dog that passed away in March, so I would be thinking, it'd be my other dog she would be seeing, but she's looking up. So I'm like, who is she seeing? And so I don't know if it's any of my grandparents, because now all my grandparents have passed away. And
I was
so
gonna say, yeah, animals come through as well, because my American Bulldog that I had to put down 2 years ago, in April, and she came in every dream with, it was a dog my son and I shared, and that son he was missing 6 years ago, but every time I dream of him, she'll come. Sometimes she's came by herself, and my mom comes and my brother comes, all in a dream. It's very interesting though, because everybody that's dead comes in dead, but my son that's missing never comes in as dead. So
we don't know.
I don't know on that one. Now my other son, I got confirmation on that one, but animals do come through. I was sitting in a reading one time, and the girl is, I think, from Ames, but looked like a normal girl like the rest of us, right? And I'm like, why do I keep seeing this big old horse? And it was a reddish color, I think. And I am an animal psychic. I personally think people that are in tune can speak, see the animals as well. And horses are so spiritual. You look in those big eyes, and it's crazy because I'm scared of them because they are so big. I'm scared of their size, but they love me. Like, they'll come up and nudge me. And so animals do come through with people. I think that's amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Tim Kent says hello. Hi, Tim. Good to have you on. Haven't seen you in a little bit. Welcome back.
When it comes to horses, when they're around little kids, they will actually work to keep track and basically corral kids.
Yeah, it's amazing what they do.
Oh yeah, because that happened to my little daughter. It was like 3, because where we were living, we were right up against the fence of a horse ranch. Well, these horses would come up to the fence. Well, Jody took off running and went underneath the fence, and those horses took off after her and corralled her.
Aww.
Until I got there.
Awesome.
Wow.
Okay, that is pretty cool. That is pretty cool.
Oh, Dani, has anybody ever investigated the old admin building over at Grandview?
That's funny you say that, because I've always asked people, because they say that it's haunted.
Yeah, it is. I know that for a fact, because I worked security over there back in the day.
And I graduated from Grandview. I'm not that good.
It got explained to me that the entire basically the dorm rooms that are above the admin all got closed off because the 3rd floor, basically a girl wound up jumping out her window and committed suicide.
Jesus.
And
now,
that's gonna leave a mark.
I heard that there was a girl who was in the boys' dorm, and then there was a fire and she didn't get out. That was what the story I heard. I actually lived in the building that was across from the admin center, and I could tell you for a fact that that place definitely has to have something, because that used to be an old nursing home, and it's actually called Nielsen. No, not Nielsen. Not Jensen.
If it was a nursing home, then yeah, there's got to be a ton of crap there.
But it was yeah. I saw my door swing shut. I mean, it had to be. I mean, it was a nursing. It is definitely a nursing home.
Yeah. Basically, the room that this girl was occupying, basically, yeah, at night, you would see her light come on through the window, and just basically we would have to go up there, check things out, make sure nobody was up there, and we would tell her, okay, lights out.
Was it worse when it was like report time? You had to get the end of the semester.
That I don't know.
Nobody probably made the correlation, but it might have been.
Maybe.
Right.
That would be one building that would definitely need to be checked out.
That and the old Broadlawns.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
No. I would not want to go near that.
But get this, I would, during the day, mind you, every time I went down, well, it's Hickman, but it's Arlington when it's off 2nd Avenue. And then it changes into Hickman, I think.
Yep.
And I hit the part right at Arlington and 6th. And I didn't realize that that's where Broadlawn was because I wasn't from here. And I would go out of my body and I would see cobblestone road and I would hear like horse hooves and the coach, and I would see them and I'd look around going, but then I felt like something was crazy to my right because I would be going whatever way I was going, down towards Drake area, I think. And I didn't realize that used to be a psychiatric hospital too. Way back. I mean, I don't know how long Broadlawns was there originally.
I took my EMT training at Broadlawns.
It's a nice hospital now. I mean, they redid it. It's really nice over there.
Yeah, but I still feel really weird.
It still has that energy, especially in the back of it.
I've got a couple of friends who prefer going to Broadlawns, and I've had to go see them when they've had problems, and it still freaks me out just as bad.
Yeah,
even if I'm not a patient.
Right.
That's horrifying for me. So, but then again, I've kind of got hospital phobia anyway. I don't really like it, but walking into Broadlawns, it freaks me out so bad.
Is there something with Broadlawns from different? Happen there?
Yeah, the history I think goes way back. I probably don't know. Danny, you might know it probably. I don't know if you've studied that one, but
I used to go to Broadlawns when I was a child.
Are you okay, 90s?
I used to live on the east side of Des Moines, on like 23rd Street. I used to live
right there,
near the fairgrounds.
Yeah. And so you're ghost hunting now.
Well, that's pretty scary over there, even.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of stuff there.
Not as bad.
We moved
not all hauntings are bad.
We moved when I was 10, and then grandma passed away, so it was a very upheaval thing because we moved. We were fighting with the neighbors, and we moved, so it was a bad time on the east side. It was not a great time.
Jeez. Now, Kathy Reed Kinsey, my dad was around for a couple months after he passed. It was very comforting and healing to me, I bet. And yeah, sometimes spirits will just stick around to make sure their loved ones are okay.
Can I bring her up for a minute? Alicia, last week she had called in on wrote or commented on the show about her health. And Sheena was really right on. So I wanted to compliment Sheena. And Kathy's a really, really good friend of mine. So she seems to be doing better this week. So I would, anybody and everybody that wants to help keep praying, she still has a road, ahead of her. And I would like it to go smooth and for her to get healed.
All right. Well,
thank you, everybody that helped.
Good energy to her.
Yes. She is good people.
It sounds like it. That's awesome. Well, I'm glad she's doing better because health is a rough go.
Yeah.
Health problems are a rough go. Katie from YouTube. How y'all feel about the weather recently? I don't know, guys.
Which way?
Which way?
I mean, it causes a lot of pain, but it can stir up stuff, the electricity in the air and, the thunderstorms and stuff. Where are you from, Katie?
And then Kathy, she put up viewfindergov.com. Above is the Grandview story. Oh,
awesome. She's so good at that. She's like
Kathy,
Sheena. Just
thanks,
click it up.
everyone.
And Destiny does that too, actually.
Oh, wow.
Well, like I said, I used to work security back in the day over at Grandview, and that's what I got told by the other guards. So, and basically, yeah, I seen the.
Okay.
I seen what was taking place.
So. Katie from YouTube, DSM.
Des Moines.
Right.
Okay.
Des Moines. Cool.
So you know the area, yeah. What do you think about the storms? Because
actually, I'm kind of enjoying the storms here. I have to be honest with you. I breathe better when there's more moisture in the air. So,
but I hurt worse. Yeah.
I will say, there's been a little bit more pain, but I do breathe easier. And for me, with the bronchitis, it's been a little bit of a challenge there. God. But as I call
Des Moines, when I moved here, it's like old. I mean, it's just, Iowa's got a lot of old history anyways. But don't we have that angel statue? Sheena, I want to say it's out. Is it Iowa City or Cedar Rapids, like out that way? There's a big angel, the black angel or something.
Yep.
Two of them.
Oh, there's two of them?
There's one in Halo, and then there's one toward the Iowa City area, I do believe.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
There's one in Council Bluffs.
Council Bluffs, yeah.
We have, there's a huge Buddha.
Okay, that's cool.
Down Iowa City.
Really?
Yeah.
We'll have to go check that out. Yeah.
Dani, what would you think about doing a little bit of an article, a combination article on the angel statues?
I would like it. The black angel is interesting because you would look at it. Is it a cursed object or?
I think it depends on the story, right? I've heard both.
Yeah, I know the Council Bluffs one.
That's the cursed one, right?
Well, it's.
Or supposedly. If I think you have to touch it or something.
Yeah. It would be.
Katie, what's the black angels? Yep. Okay, somebody's got to tell the story. Not it. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know the story that well.
Not it. Sheena, Dani, Earl.
I vaguely remember it.
Sheena's going to look it up.
I'm going to look it up, though.
Kathy probably already has it looked up, too.
Yeah, I'm unaware of that one.
I had heard about it a little bit, but I've heard some really interesting stuff.
I know the one in Council Bluffs is for a grave.
Okay. But there was supposed to be some sort of monument, or at least a couple of them. I know there's the Devil's Chair and all that fun stuff. My buddy Brad, he went out and a couple of his friends had to sit in it. And even though Brad's a huge skeptic, he was like, man, no, you know what?
Oh, here in Iowa.
The Devil's Chair. It's supposed to be this cursed, like, cemetery headstone that looks like a chair or something like that.
I know about, because.
Okay. Brad's a dyed-in-the-wool skeptic. I mean, he is like, you can't get much more skeptical than Brad. And so he and I would always have a lot of fun conversations about this stuff because I grew up this way. But he looked at the thing and he was like, you know what? No, I'm not even going to chance it. I'm not going to chance this. I'm not going to roll the dice.
So you've seen it? Like, where is it at?
Hell no, I haven't seen it. I didn't go with him. I'm not that nuts.
Oh, okay. I didn't think so.
He's a skeptic, and he was with a carload of skeptics, and a couple of them decided to sit in it for fun. I am not talking about that business.
That is like supernatural, like bears.
It's like, hey, you know what? I'm going to go with this entire party that thinks bears don't exist, and we're going to go poking bears. No, I am not. Thank you. I'm going to remain here and drink coffee, and you call me as the bear's ripping you apart. Have fun.
Draw me a pin. There we go.
Kathy, adventuresincemeteryhopping.com. Okay, and then News Now, the history and haunting of Council Bluffs Black Angel. Thank you, Kathy. I am definitely looking that up later.
It's it was commissioned by Ruth Ann Dodge.
Who?
Commission meaning bought by her or bought for her?
It's the Ruth Ann Dodge Memorial. It's also.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Now we also have a cemetery. Basically, it's on the it's based on the northeast edge of my hometown, Prairie City.
Mm-hmm.
On a full moon, because that old cemetery, I think it's called Sleepy Hollow. Basically, on a full moon, there's one particular gravestone that glows in the dark.
Mm.
So, Earl, would you like to go out there and write me an article about that?
I'm 5 minutes from there.
AngelLynn, you're up.
It's
Is
it
off 117?
Yeah.
Is it off 117 or
everywhere?
Yeah, 117.
Okay, I know the one going into town there.
Yep. It's not
that one's.
It's not Waveland. That's on the right hand side when you're coming into town.
Yeah.
It's on the left hand side.
Oh, okay. I'll have to look. I'll go check it out.
Hold on, Kathy. Ever hear of Stone King Cemetery?
Nope.
It sounds familiar, but it's not clicking in my mind, Kathy.
It's not Stephen King. It's Stone King. No, I'm
Stone
kidding.
King. Yeah, I know.
We need to have our own little Iowa travel around.
There is a book. What's that? Do you know him, Alicia? That guy that wrote the book on the hauntings of Iowa.
There have been a couple guys, actually. Well,
I have the book, actually. I think I might even know where it's at.
Lewis?
Girl, I do not remember.
Family Invisibles.
He's older. Festival. I know that.
By the way, Sheena, just real quick to circle back to your question, the next year of the rooster is 2029. So have all of your affairs in order.
Oh, you got a while. Yeah, that makes sense. You'll be fine by then. I mean, I
just figure I've had enough right now as being a Capricorn rising. Like I'm done for a little bit.
Don't worry. It'll be.
I hear that.
Then you'll be like, I am going to go into a mild state of cocooningness and see you all later.
So when is the next full moon? So I can.
No, we just had one.
That's what I thought. So when's the next one?
It is the new moon.
Okay, new
moon.
Sorry.
Don't we're having the lunar eclipse tomorrow, right? Or did I not have that right? I thought we were having some kind of eclipse tomorrow.
Dude, I have been so sick. I am off my game with the astrology stuff. Hold on, let me look it up.
I don't even know how I know. If maybe I read it wrong, obviously.
I don't think so, but let me check. No, it's September 7th and 8th.
Okay. So what's August 3rd or can't wait.
August 3rd.
I know the portal is coming up.
The what? I know we've also got some meteorite showers, don't we?
Oh yeah, we have them all through the year. And they're actually really nice because even through all the astrological strife that we see through the year, the meteor showers represent wishes and divine blessings. Celestial blessings. So
August 9th will be the sturgeon moon.
Oh, that's the one I was talking about. Okay.
But we did just have that the sister star.
Seven sisters.
Yeah, that went behind the moon. Yeah.
Right.
That one. That was the 20th. Is it the 20th or 21st? I can't remember.
Okay. Okay, so it just passed. I knew I read it somewhere.
Hold on. Katie, I read it too, but then all of a sudden it wasn't a thing.
I know, right?
Yeah, well, it just wasn't trendy enough to keep in public consciousness too long.
Right.
Okay, hold on. Katie, the eclipse, I mean. Then it must have been false info because no, we're only supposed to have 2 eclipses this year. Last year we had a ton of them. They were just like bam, 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 bam. And we saw all the changes that went with the eclipse energy. But this year we're only supposed to have 2 lunar, 2 solar. So that's it. But we also have 4 planetary alignments this year. So that is just like, Jesus.
Can't be having everything, right?
It's been a summer. I would say we were prepared for the summer, but we were not prepared for the summer. That's what
I was gonna say. I did everything I could to prepare, and it was still wasn't enough. Okay, so God, I can only imagine what would have happened if I had prepared.
Right.
All right, Katie, you ain't nuts. Awesome.
But like I said, I haven't heard anything about another eclipse until September. So only 2. And when they come around, they just tend to kind of rip away everything you're hanging on to that you don't need. And
which is nice. That
No,
that actually makes sense.
No, it's not.
Well, I mean, it can rip away the bad stuff. You got to look at the good point of it.
No matter what, when you're holding on to something, you're holding on to it for a reason, and there's going to be pain in its departure.
Well,
it's going to go for 6 months after the eclipse. You feel the energetic wave 6 months after the eclipse, which is part of the reason why last year was so whoa. So, yeah. Last year was the Tower Tarot card. This year is the Chariot. Your hands are on the wheel. Everything is willpower and maximum effort.
Well, okay. What do we have in retrograde right now?
Neptune, Mercury, Saturn, Pluto, and then Chiron right at the end of the month. Okay. Chiron is going...
That probably explains why I've been going through really low emotional times the last couple of days.
Well, and also remember, with this Mercury retrograde, it's really...
kicking butt.
Yeah, it's pretty strong this time, very intense. And then with the Neptune retrograde mixed in with that, Neptune retrogrades just means psychic overload. You're going to feel things and know things. And the only thing I can say with a Neptune retrograde, if it ain't yours, let it go. Okay? If it does not immediately pertain to you, and I'm not talking about people gossiping or anything else, I'm talking about if it does not immediately pertain to you and your goals, let it go. If you can't let it go, journal it down, do a voice journal, whatever. But you have to make sure you get that stuff out of your brain unless it actually belongs to you. Because you'll be like, oh my God, that dude is so cheating on his wife. What's it to you? It has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with yours. So let it go. Hold on 1 second. Katie. Okay, last question. What was the highlight of everyone's day? Oh, Katie, I love that question, and you can ask as many questions on here as you want. All right, guys, what was the highlight of y'all's day?
I got to talk to Sheena.
Aww.
Had some Sheena time.
Okay. Sheena.
I would say that's the same for me because it's been a crazy 3 weeks.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Earl. No, what was the highlight of your day?
Oh,
coming on here.
Well, thank you.
Being a part of this here, that's about been the highlight of my day.
We need to get you out more.
Well, I mean, I should say a couple of highlights that I've had with the other podcast that I'm doing, the Midwest Plainsman, is that I've been able to get connected up with 2 promoters and some managers who have been sending a bunch of artists over my way, so that I've been keeping busy that way. Plus, I'm now officially a member of the Independent Singer-Songwriter Association as a podcaster.
Hell yeah.
Good.
Hold on just a second, Kathy. I got to shower and wash my hair by myself. Oh, Kathy.
That's big. Yeah.
Good for you, baby. Yay. I know how good that feels. Yes. That is a good highlight.
I actually got a chance to talk to her as well. Like, that was a 3-week ordeal as well, Sheena, trying to get to her.
Yeah. Oh, wow. 3 weeks.
It's just been busy.
I don't feel bad. Because, man, okay, do y'all ever feel like you just, for this last couple of months, it feels like you're just stuck? You got a ton to do, and you got a ton you got to make progress on, and you're just, like, hitting walls? You know what I mean?
For me,
why is that?
It hasn't been really stuck. It's been, like, I don't even know. I can't even say it's really test, but it's, like, chaos, and then, like, blessing, and then, like, chaos.
So you're getting the ups and downs.
Blessing, yeah. It's like a roller coaster. It's like something chaotic will happen and a blessing will happen in the same. It's like I never know what is coming day to day.
Did you say like at the first of the year you were really bored or something? Okay.
Not wish for none of this.
Okay. Dani, what is the highlight of your day? What's the highlight of your day today?
If I say this, does that mean I don't get out that much?
No, not at all.
No, that's awesome.
That is amazing. I'm glad it
This is fun. I like talking to people. I like doing that.
Well, good. I'm glad.
Yeah, I was scared at first, but I do love it too.
Because then I don't have to train my dog.
What?
I don't have to. I've been having. So my dog is going through training, so that's another. I don't want to say it's a highlight, but I get to do this, so I don't have to.
It can be frustrating. Dog. Yeah.
Well, actually, AngelLynn has a lot of experience with dogs. You should talk to her about the dog. Seriously.
Yeah, I'm really blessed with this male puppy. It's just amazing.
And just beautiful little cartoon puppy she's got. Just.
Well, AngelLynn, you have to bring your dog in sometime so Nicole can play with it. Because
oh my God, he's so good.
Is desperately in need of.
I know, that's true. I'll have to do that. Maybe Saturday, we'll see.
And then Katie says,
I gotta give my pup a haircut too.
Katie says, "Wait, what's Dani's highlight?" Well, we just got to.
We just said it. What's Katie? What was Katie?
Doing this, and I gave a really good presentation at work, and I didn't have to stay late. Yeah.
Is this
so that's kind of my highlight as well.
Yeah.
Is this Singing Bowl Katie, or is this a different Katie?
No, this has got to. I'm pretty sure this is a different Katie.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Pretty sure. Yeah, because she didn't like say hi all and all that stuff.
Okay.
But my highlight is the fact that Wub's foot is healed enough so as he can I can teach him how to fold sheets and blankets, and he's starting to pick up how to fold those.
Nice.
We got to spend some time doing that, and that was cool. He looked so proud of himself after he folded one right. I had him do the dryer and everything. He looked so happy.
So.
That is cute.
Mm-hmm.
Teach him how to fend for himself.
I like it when kids are
well,
you're right.
He's had a lot of issues, so otherwise he would be, and it's pretty loud psionically here in Des Moines. Every time I take him outside of it where it's quieter, especially by a body of water, the kid is exactly the kid I know he can be.
Mm-hmm.
When we were out one time, it was just him and me. I just kind of, I needed to get myself recentered, so I picked him up and took him out for 5 days. You know, we just went out to a smaller town in Iowa, had a big body of water, and he and I just stayed there, and took about 2 days for him to actually recenter himself. Him and I, we just kind of had to. But once you wake up and there's no psionic noise, and you kind of get used to that quiet, all of a sudden, now, or at that point, I locked the door behind me. He only had to see it once, and he was doing it. I put my shoes a certain way. He only had to see it once. He copied it. Down here, he can't, because it's like there's just...
Right, too much.
It's like seeing somebody with all the TVs on in a big, busy train station. They're just doing whatever they can to survive.
Welcome to my world.
Exactly. But for Arthur, it's really bad. He just...
Yeah.
It's all at once for him. But when you get him out to someplace quieter with not as many people around, especially by a big body of water, he flips. So doing this with him making those small strides, it's really super important, and I love it. I love actually showing something.
It's about like where I'm living at here.
Do you have a body of water by you?
Well, no, we do. I mean, we do have a small creek that runs around the trailer court. But at night, you can go outside and it will be just dead silent.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like walking into a basically a soundproof room. That's how quiet it is outside at night.
And but it's not just the noise, the physical audible noise, it's the noise. Okay, have any of you ever just walked into a room full of people?
Get back.
And I know this is going to sound really funny, but we're all thinking really loudly and feeling really loudly. And you're just like, oh,
you know? Oh, yeah. The work I do. Oh, hell yeah.
For me, I end up running and locking myself in the bathroom, but I'm also getting sick in there because I feel it's all coming at me at once. And Wub, he just looks, he scans the room, he's like, I'm out. Deuces. I can't even bribe him with ice cream. He's like, nope, I'm gone. Screw this, Ma. Oh.
Yeah, one of the many blessings that comes with Crohn's is that if I walk into a situation where it's just like too much, I can be like, oh, I got I gotta go.
Right.
Yeah. Way to use it, Sheena. Way to use it. But no, I remember God, it was somebody Antoinette knew. And Antoinette laughs at me to this day. This lady, when you looked in her eyes, it was terrifying because you remember how I was talking about last time, that fanatic look? You can just tell that
the eye change, yeah.
Deep down inside, there's something off. She was coming toward me, trying to give me a hug. I looked at her, and Antoinette's standing right there, and I freaked out and I dove into the bathroom. I'm like, I got into the bathroom. I shut and locked the door, and Antoinette's like, Jesus, I'm going to be in here a while, Antoinette, you're helping, bye. She's like, oh my God. And I looked at Antoinette, I was like, do you think it was obvious? She's like, not to her, but definitely to me. So, but no, she was coming at me trying to hug me, and she freaked me out so bad. I don't lock the door. And then I stayed in there till she left. Hey, you know what? It was a knee-jerk reaction, and she was scary. Her energy deep down in was just unsettling. Has that ever happened to you guys?
Oh, yeah. Especially, like you said, the business I'm in with doing weddings, hell, I run into that all the damn time.
Oh, I bet, yeah. I just ignore it. The older I get, the easier it's getting.
Really?
For me, anyways.
Well, that's a topic I need to interview you on to see
right?
how you do it. Dani, has that ever happened to you? Somebody that's just so unsettled you were like, ah!
Yeah, I've been in situations where it's like, I don't want to be here anymore. Like usually it's like, I don't like large crowds. And so, but I'm fine if I go to like conventions and stuff, like comic book conventions and stuff that I like. Yeah, there's a lot of people there. I'm like, these are my people. But if I go to like a work gathering, I'm like, I should have thought this through. I just don't want to be around any of these people.
God. I drink a lot of caffeine for events I don't want to be at. And most of the time I try to avoid them. I don't go to funerals. I don't really particularly like weddings. I really am not a crowd person, which is interesting because, as AngelLynn knows, I've been doing psychic fairs and vending for 25 years?
Yeah, a long, long time.
That year and a half I had to do it without coffee was horrifying. Okay. No, that was bad. Okay. I had to quit coffee for my health for a little bit, but yeah. No, I usually have a lot of caffeine in my system during those events. Have you tried that, Dani? Well, can you have caffeine?
I can have caffeine.
Okay.
Actually, what I want to try is the mushroom coffee. It's supposed to be healthier for you.
Risey?
Yeah.
Oh, I've got some spare. If you want some, I'll send it with Dennis.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, tomorrow we're going to be, till we get the script on.
Actually, I will just go ahead and bring it then.
Okay.
Yeah. that way, because I've got a subscription to it. The stuff works. I will tell you.
Mushroom coffee?
You're going to smell funny afterwards. At least I do. But
I like mushrooms.
No, I mean, you're going to smell weird.
I like... Now I feel like I'm...
The earth
not hallucinogenic kind of mushroom.
Not that kind. It's like I like on pizza and stuff and burgers.
Well, no, I love mushrooms, but this is a different kind of variety. They are still fungi. But hold on, Dennis. Send what with Dennis? I'll tell you that later when we're off air. Hold on. Katie, I didn't even go to my own graduation. Oh, hon.
I wish I didn't have to go to my graduation because, again, there's a bunch of people there.
Yeah.
No, it's still a proud moment, but, you can only do what you can do. So.
Well, actually, selenite, obsidian, and black tourmaline, they help out a lot along with citrine. When you carry that combo on you, like in a ring, bracelet, even just stones in a pouch, it helps out a lot. I remember one of the guys I had dealt with at the anime conventions, he was a war vet. He had been a sniper. And when he came home, his friend said he couldn't talk to anyone. He had basically dragged him to the anime convention. And I was looking him over, right? Because at the anime convention, you're supposed to be talking about anime and everything. But I looked him over. I'm like, okay, look. I know you're here for anime. I know that you're really messed up right now, but I want you to take these stones and I want you to hold them. Put them in your pocket. His friend came back to me 2 hours later and said, what the hell did you do to him? What did you do to him? It's all gone. I'm like, I gave him a couple of stones. And later I saw him out raving and partying and everything like that.
Wow.
He just have some of that sense filtered out and cleared out. So he didn't feel everybody else's stuff. Hold on, just 1 second. Kathy, Alicia, have you ever done drawings at the fairs, specifically aura drawings? No, I have not. Believe it or not, I don't see auras. I've done body painting at the fairs and different stuff like that, and then I've done intuitive artwork. Now that's always fun, but it's a lot harder to do in a crowded area. It's better if I can just sit around the person and pull it in from them in a one-on-one environment. But even with my readings, I don't like to do multiple people. I don't like to read them all at once. The one time I did a spirit gallery, Antoinette and I did it together, that will never, ever happen again. Oh, I was so sick afterward.
Really?
Dennis, get back in the living room where you belong. Anyway, he just called me a pansy. You okay, Daddy?
I'm friends with this man.
I'm married to him.
You're married to him.
We both have big questionable choices. It's okay. Everybody understands. Oh. What? Okay. Is she here? Is Abuela home? I hope so.
Sheena, you should tell your ghost story, because that one video, remember you were there, the door opens and then shuts, and then it just starts. You got to tell that.
So one of my ghosts is I call her the lady in the hole in the wall of my basement.
Yeah.
So
she does exist.
She does exist. Yep. She does tricks. She's actually physical in the environment, very physical to be exact. But when I first moved in, the people that had lived there prior to me were sleeping outside in the lawn porch. And when I first moved in, she was I would say she was a very cranky ghost. Like, she was so cranky, I almost thought she was like a man. She had such forceful energy. And when I first started going into the basement, she absolutely hated it. She tore all my things apart, ruined my TV. But the longer I was down there, and she started to enjoy my music and my dancing, and but she messed with me for quite a long time. But she now comes upstairs. She's not just downstairs alone. She messes with my lights. She opens the doors. She closes the doors. She jumps in pictures all the time. She likes to be very much in video. She's very sweet now. love her to death. But yeah, she's been there for quite a long time. But I do believe she was kept in that hole in the basement.
Oh God.
I got the same thing because I actually was at her house and went down and had to check her out, and I felt that too. And Sheena hadn't said anything to me about what she had gotten either. So
yeah. But yeah, if I ever, I'll have to post a whole, like I talk about her all the time, but
that'd be a good story.
Yeah.
I was actually going to say, hang on just one second. So y'all know that I'm working on a bunch of projects. Let's see here. Dani, you're probably going to want to know about this too.
Now, with your lady ghost, does she, can you do you think she died in the house?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
That's why she's kind of tied.
I cleaned up her little hole in the wall. Cleaned that all up for her, made it nicer. Took some garbage out of there. And she likes it, but yeah, she's very active in the physical. Like she'll move candles. Like I even play with her sometimes. I'm like, look at my powers, and I'll like,
oh God,
like this, and then she'll like move the candle, or she'll like open and close the basement door, the front door, all kinds of stuff.
Okay,
nice.
Do you think she'll stay there when you go, or if you ever go?
Oh my gosh, I was thinking about this the other day, which I'm not gonna say why on camera, but and I was kind of sad. I was like, I wonder if I should like invite her to come with me, but I don't know.
No, you should not. You should help her move on. Get her moved on so she can be at peace.
Yeah.
He died well.
No, she did not.
She did not die well.
No.
So yeah, no, okay. Move her on. Let her go.
I should. I just sometimes I think I like ghosts more than people, and I like my little best friends.
Depends on the ghost. By the way, anybody who would like to put in for this, I would love to have your stories. This one, ghost stories.
Yeah.
And I would like to have this out before spooky season. So I've already got quite a few. Of course, AngelLynn's going to be contributing. My dad's contributing a couple because he's got some crazy ass ones. Dani?
I will think of something.
No, just so as you know, you're going to be doing a lot of editing.
I edit. I'm good at that.
I'm also going to need at least one ghost story from you. It's got to be true. These are all factual accounts.
Has to be factually true. Okay.
And then I think even Dennis has one. I was really shocked. Nicole has one. I know Symone, she's putting in one. Because I'd like to do one of these ghost story collections per year. It gives people a lot of comfort to know that there's something on the other side, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It does. It does.
Hold on. Yaha! This time, y'all went back in a row. Last time, we all stayed on the side of the screen. But no, just wanted to let y'all know, Ghost Stories, a compilation, should be out for spooky season, and it's going to have some really interesting tales in it already. Earl's putting in for it, too. And yes, I did ask him. I didn't just fall and tell him. Earl.
Like usual.
Yeah. You just told him. He already knows that he's contributing something. You just told him.
It's usually me getting voluntold.
I like that.
I just give you shit until you do it. Anyway, here we go.
A new word for the vocabulary.
Is Kathy Reed. I'll send you a
few. She's got some good ones.
That would be awesome. Celestial Imprint.
She should type up the cemetery one. With the little picture by your feet, Kathy.
Yeah. Please send them to Print Publishing
Actually, what it reminds me of is at the Haunted America conference, they have a podcast episode where it's "Tell Me Your Ghost Story." So it kind of reminds me of this. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Tell me your
And
ghost.
they do it every year. Tell me your ghost story.
Right now, I'm doing a video
So
business.
I do have a ghost story about Farrar.
Oh, nice.
There's so much. I mean, because I live 15 minutes away from it, so.
Neighbor from work.
Okay.
I have such ties to the school, so
Yeah.
it's sad that it's owned by YouTubers now.
She said, "Yep, that's the one." Well, you know what? Maybe they'll do good things with it. Because I don't know.
How long have they had it?
They've had it for about a year, probably a year now.
So it's really recently sold.
Yeah, but I knew the Olivers wanted to move on. They had health issues, and so and I know they wanted the school to remain open. So this is kind of the way.
Well, I know there were quite a few people interested in buying it. As I was going to say before, one of the perks of having a new age shop is that you hear all kinds of things. There's always a gossip grapevine. But whoever got it, you know what? I just hope they can do well with it and treat the spirits correctly, you know? That's one of the big things. Kathy Reed Kinsey, Angel, I showed you that picture, didn't I?
Yes.
No clue. Okay.
Yes, she did. It's been a long time ago, but yes, I've seen it.
The couple of people that were going to be on tonight, including Symone, they're tapped out. They just kind of need to rest. So, yeah. Just letting you all know.
Sending her energy.
Yeah. Let's send them some positive energy and hope they heal from a long day. But yeah, no. I'm always really surprised when people don't believe in ghosts, or they think it's crazy, or they have one experience and then they don't think there's a possibility that there could be anything else out there. How do you guys deal with that?
Honestly, I can't. I guess beings have always been around it. I can't really understand the logic, but I think it's some kind of protection for themselves. So I just let them believe whatever they want to believe, even though it's like right in front of their face.
Okay.
Earl? I personally sorry.
Yes, dear.
Well, how do you deal with it? How do you deal with it when you run into that?
Well, I automatically I put shields up. I have to. And basically, if I get the wrong vibe, I will just separate myself from the situation in the area. If possible. If not, then I just come up with some excuse, and so that way I can keep distance between the individual and myself.
Interesting. You don't mention anything like, "Hey, no, it's really okay. There's not. I promise you, this is,
Well, I mean, most of the times, people don't really comprehend.
Kathy Reed, take them to Mason House Inn for a weekend.
Especially that one room. Oh my God. Yeah.
That's so beautiful.
The one place I've always wanted to go was the Valeska house here in Iowa.
I've been there during the day.
Nope.
I got
Dani,
a couple
I
things.
think you've gone there, right?
We would go up there before COVID. We would take Mom up there for Mother's Day.
Jeez,
to the Valeska. This is how
my kind of daughter.
Weird my family is, but me and my mom. I mean, Mom and Mom. We just we're into this. We love just kind of it's kind of just a thing me and her do. So it's like we're connected. So
that's actually pretty cool. Now wait a minute. What about your sister? Is she into this stuff too?
She doesn't believe in it, although I think
really?
I think she might have some clairvoyancy.
Okay.
Because she's heard my dead grandfather's voice.
Okay. Do you think she?
I love how they hear things, yeah. But sometimes they do hear it, and I don't remember which one of you said that, but they'll hear it, have one experience,
yeah,
and then still, it doesn't exist.
Okay, my question is
scared of it, but I think
I think you're right. It's protection. Yeah,
she's scared of it. Is that
I mean, she thinks her house is haunted, but it's. I mean, I don't know if she truly believes that or just says it at like a laughing point. But I mean, she has four children, so it's just like.
Oh yeah, it's definitely haunted.
She's pretty busy. You know what? You can't go anywhere that isn't haunted if you think about it.
That is true. It's all haunted, but no, I guarantee you, if you got little kids, you got ghosts. There is no way around it. They are just like magnets. And I don't know if it's because kids are so close to that veil, or if the ghosts are just like, hey, somebody can see me, or if kids are just easier to manipulate and can't tell anybody because they won't be believed anyway.
Kind of a little bit of all the above.
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
But no,
most terrorized when I was in my younger years by spirits. And now, like you said, I sometimes I try not to see them because I swear sometimes when spirits see that you see them,
oh yeah,
they bother you immediately. Like Rockin' Robin, he lives in the streets here.
Yeah.
No.
I call him Rockin' Robin because that's the song he plays for me like over and over audiently.
Like really, dude? Yeah. No, I will tell you the ghosts down here.
Easy.
Yeah, at least the ones over by my house. They're assholes. They're all assholes. Okay, there ain't a single one of them that is not an asshole, delinquent, like whatever. And they're lazy too. A lot of them I've told, all right, either get a job and pay a bill or get out, and they leave. Well, I see you. Goodbye. I'm like, yeah, I'm lazy. But the ones in different areas, though, when I will go and stay in certain areas, they're not so bad.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and those are the ones I actually enjoy dealing with because at least either I can give them some help. I know one, he was so sad, and he scared the hell out of Arthur. But I sat there and I talked with him at night and he told me his story. Well, he showed me his story, you know, because I'm psionically deaf. I don't hear him. But he showed me his story. And then after that, he moved on. Aww. He just needed somebody because I wrote it all down. I'm actually going to publish it as a short story. But he needed somebody to tell his story.
Mm-hmm.
That's beautiful, though. That's really beautiful.
I think that's a little bit about Rocket Robin too, though.
Yeah.
He needs somebody to tell his story, maybe. Yeah. To just say, hey, now I will tell you I'm going to publish it as a work of fiction. And he was fine with that because what he told me, there's no way anybody would believe it's real. But
I always just say I'm not here to make somebody believe something one way or the other. They can experience themselves. They can have questions. In over the years, I found men more apt to believe in aliens than they will a ghost.
Yes, that's true.
Like almost 100% of the time.
It's funny you say that because my mom and dad will go up. They went up on the motorcycle and they'll visit the Velisca house. Mm-hmm. Dad won't go in. Man on a motorcycle. We'll go in the house. We'll sit outside. We'll stand and talk to the person in the little barn out there. We'll not go.
Now I had an experience with that person in the barn too, actually, and I was there during the day. So, but I didn't get any of the negative stuff that others got.
Well, but it's just interesting you say that men just die on a motorcycle.
Mm-hmm. Oddly enough, AngelLynn, you are shielded from a lot of stuff, and I think that's got to be your guides or ancestors or whatever, because you're just a lot of stuff is kept out of your.
It is
atmosphere. There we go.
Even if I see a murder or something, a really bad accident or something, shown to me in a way that I can't even explain it.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't affect me psychologically or maybe emotionally sometimes, because that's, it's sad. But
right.
Yeah, you're right.
That's pretty awesome.
I will admit that there's been times where I would like to be able to see and hear.
No, you wouldn't.
But I don't know.
No, you wouldn't. Matt Bennett. Let's all send him some good energy. But Matt Bennett used to tell me he wished he could see what was coming at him, because Matt's had some rough ones. I mean, they've thrown him up against walls and stuff like that.
How you go about talking to him. It's about how you approach him. Because, I mean, if you're doing it the right way, you're going to have some negative.
Sometimes, yeah.
No, there are some that are just nasty characters. But then again, the dead are human. And one thing I have figured out about the dead, something I didn't realize until I started doing this stuff, because for the longest time, I didn't want to deal with it. It was my dad's thing. Don't want no part of it. But what you are in life, what you don't resolve in life, you become the purest form when you die. The equation is thought, energy, matter. Thought fuels energy, matter slows down the two. When you lose matter, you're down to thought and energy. And guess what? Like if somebody was a sex addict when they were alive and they did a lot of bad stuff, when they die, they could come in the form of an incubus, succubus, something like that. I tell you what, the best reason to resolve all your issues here on this plane is because you don't want to have to live that stuff in the afterlife, where there is no slowing down. There is
no never ending. It's not ending.
World to slow down. Okay, hold on.
Yeah, an abandonment issue goes. So Lord, how do I get to work?
We can heal that, girl.
Abandonment issues, they're interesting. I dealt with a really close case of a kid who had been abandoned as a baby, as a child, in multiple lifetimes. And that kid, you would think the kid had been left on their own all the time, but they've never been alone. But it's so bad, they can't shake it in this lifetime. And it's gone on for years.
Here, smile at them. I'm trying to get him in here. Okay, you got to see him for a second.
Okay.
Among two others. Sorry.
Real quick. Kathy Reed Kinsey. I've been there several times. Had my first paranormal experiences there. Awesome.
Evaliska?
I think that's it. And then Ishika. Hey, Ishika. Welcome back. Loves to you. But no, any kind of wound, any kind of problem, anything, you become a pure form of it. I ended up, this is a creepier one, but and Antoinette, if she's watching, she knows what I went through with this one. I ran into a spirit that presented as a lamia, a child eater. Do you guys know what a lamia looks like? Human upper half, snake lower half.
Oh.
Yeah. It was real nasty and real rough. She latched on to Arthur when he was a baby. She kept trying to get at him. She was a child eater, and she was old. She had done this in life, and then she had hooked on to different people and basically spoken in their ear. So they had started doing stuff along the same lines, including a nun.
Wow.
The nun was a good person, and she hooked on to her. And when you have a negative entity, you're not a bad person. You just had a rough moment. They hook on, and all of a sudden, if you're not incredibly self-aware, you don't know your own voice. Yeah, guess what? They've got you, and they've got you by the short hairs. But I dealt with this particular one, and this one was one of the few spirits that really put me right on my ass. I'm going to tell you that. Scary, scary stuff. Eventually, I'll write about it. But she was a child eater in life. She did a lot of really nasty things. And when she crossed over, she became a personified embodiment of that.
Wow.
That's scary.
Wow.
Now, here's the worst part. When you turn it around, think about living that for hundreds of years.
Right. Over and over and over.
No, thanks.
Right.
I'm good, baby. When I eventually did send her on with a lot of help, I needed a lot of help, and it took a long time. One of her sister in that life came to see me. She looked a lot the same, but her thing was she liked killing men. Yeah, she liked murdering men. And she came to me and she was like, I just wanted to thank you. I haven't seen my sister in forever, so thank you. You sent her on. I'm like, okay, please leave. We're gone. Just leave. I don't want anything to do with you, And she was really sad and kind of upset that I wasn't able to move past her appearance. But yeah. So one thing I will say, get whatever issues you're going to get out now. You don't want to drag them into the next life, and you definitely don't want to drag them into the afterlife.
Absolutely.
AngelLynn, Dani, Sheena, Earl, have you ever had experiences with a spirit that has taken their issues and is living them in the afterlife?
I've been attacked by the same entity.
Okay.
Since I was like, probably the first knowledge is maybe 8 years old, 8-ish.
Okay.
And then it goes away, and it came back again when I was 12, when I started church. Okay.
Really?
Yeah. And apparently there's that, you go from baby to toddler to whatever, teenager, all those moments in your life. And there's a I don't know how everybody's thoughts are on it, but when you get to be about puberty age, that people can be attacked really easy.
Well,
and
I was going to say, no, I know of a few different kids who each time they hit like a particular turning point, like I think it was 1 and then 3 and then 7, it would just be like open season on them. And I'm like, what is going on?
Mine seemed to be the same one, actually. I guess I do have one bad story.
Okay. But no, and Antoinette and we've worked with a number of different clients and they come back to us and they're like, okay, we're like, okay. So I guess these are just gates that the kids have to go through. You just have to give them that supernatural support while this is going on.
This one left me finally in 2010.
It took that long?
I remember the moment. Yeah, it did.
Okay.
It did.
Hey,
why did it
y'all want to see something that just got sent to me that's kind of strange that with the topic that we're talking about?
Hell yes. By the way, Ishika says, how are you all doing today? Actually, pretty good. How about you, baby? All right, let's see.
Oh, is that a Dybbuk box? I can't read that. My eyesight.
No, it's a Ouija. It's a Ouija board journal cover.
Oh,
which is
okay.
Okay. 10% off order. Get yours today. Beautiful blank book of shadows with leather cover. Time to explore the store. I'll have to look at that later.
I've actually seen those before where you can do your own. Yeah, I've seen them sold.
I don't
like
the Ouija board.
Like, okay, that's
right.
Odd with the topic that we're talking about. So,
Alicia, I've seen you mention that a few times. Like you don't like the board. Is there something specific it bothers you about the Ouija board?
Oh, okay. I thought I had mentioned it while you were on here. With the Ouija board, it's an open door, but anything can come through and you have no control over it. So it's kind of like leaving your front door open and unlocked in the middle of Detroit, downtown.
Yeah.
Going off to work and coming back. Now, you could do that, but should you? No.
No.
And the thing about Ouija boards, it doesn't, and with any spell, anything you're doing in this area, you have to remember, it doesn't just affect you. It could affect the family 10 blocks down with a newborn infant. Okay. It could affect the person next door to you that's dying of cancer.
People need to be highly sensitive.
When these things come out, they start looking for what they need, which is inevitably food. It's the energy source that they need, or whatever it is that they're after. And if you might not experience a thing, but look for all the people around you and how many people are having issues. That's why I'm a big proponent of this stuff should not be taken lightly. Observe all the rituals, do the circle of salt, whatever you're going to do. But if you're going to light this stuff up, if you're going to do it, be smart, be conscientious and responsible. Too many people think this stuff is a game and everybody else is having consequences from it.
Yeah, see, I was taught differently by my mom.
Really?
I know normal people usually don't mess with the Ouija boards, but
oh no, everybody does, and they love to do it drunk and high in a graveyard.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They should.
At night. Okay.
Yep.
I watch my mom. I'll have to have my mom have a discussion with you sometime on video or something. But I was raised, and she utilized the board, and she trained me how to do it. I don't really mess with it very often, but I'm trained to. But I've never been afraid of it because of how we were taught to do it. With the, you have there's a certain way you have to open. There's a certain way you have to close. There's a certain there's certain things you have to do while you're in the session, and then you always want to have your spirit of the board, that's your guide with what you're doing.
And see, for speaking with spirit guides and stuff like that, I don't have to worry about it a whole lot anymore, simply because I'm kind of hooked in. But I prefer pendulums, different things like that. But I always do the blessings. I do, hey, keep anything out that doesn't need to be here, stuff like that.
Now, I will say the board was probably the most scariest, supernatural moments I've seen, because my mom it would move without her touching it. And there's been times where every house every window in the house would close and doors would slam.
Yeah, I know.
My mom would have to and there were times, I'm not going to say there weren't. There were times when she literally had to contain a spirit back into the board. But she knew what she was doing in those instances.
Well, and that's the thing. To say I'm afraid of the Ouija board, I'm not necessarily afraid of it. It's not trouble I want to mess with.
Yeah.
But my main
I don't mess with. Yeah.
Yeah. But my main issue is I don't want people out there messing with it thinking it's a damn game.
No, because it's not. But yeah, I get why normal, everyday people should not be messing with it. But and even for me, it's kind of still a scary-esque, experience. But for my mom, it's just natural, everyday.
But she also knows what she's doing with it.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
I had some kids call me one time. They were young, 20s. They had gone to the cemetery with Ouija board, and something jumped on one of their friends.
Well,
They went running through there, and they got this name. I don't know why I can remember. It was either Eric or Ernie or something. It was an E name. I remember that. And they were by a grave that had been dug, but no name or anything. The guy hadn't been put in yet, right? It was across from Hamilton there in Des Moines.
Okay.
And they went back, and that guy was buried there. And their friend went running across. He had some entity jump on his back. I'm like, what am I supposed to do about it? Y'all shouldn't be taking this to the cemetery and getting drunk.
You're a psychic medium, so you kind of got to weigh in on it.
I know, I did, but it was
But I will tell you.
But people don't know. You're right, and thus talking about it helps.
Yeah, and that's part of the reason why I do. I'm actually writing an article, Care and How to Dispose of Ouija Boards, because a lot of people, when they have a bad experience,
I wouldn't know how to dispose of one.
They just throw them in the garbage.
Or they burn them. Right.
Oh, wow. You should never burn a Ouija board, ever.
Now, what did Sheena, AngelLynn, Earl, Dani, what does that do to the portal that you ripped open with the Ouija board? Nothing.
I mean,
right.
Yeah. So what you just did was made the problem worse. Or you made it somebody else's problem, wherever that garbage is going to end up or how many places it's going to go through.
Right.
So, no. See, when you're using a Ouija board, you've got to know spirit containment. You have to know energy transmutation. You have to know how to move the spirit on. You have to have discernment enough to know what spirit's coming through. Okay, then you have to know, if things get really bad, how to dispose of the spirit board. Yeah. how to bless it, how to consecrate it, what you're supposed to do to shield everybody else in case whatever comes out messes up your life. You don't want
kind of like a trained exorcist, basically.
Maybe something like that. Maybe not that heavy, but yeah, you have to know a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? Your everyday Joe is not versed in any of those.
I don't know how to get rid of one.
Yeah.
But I don't own one either.
Yeah. And there's a reason for that.
Mm-hmm.
I remember I had my bachelorette party in New Orleans. And we were going through these different metaphysical shops and everything like that. And I walked into one and I got a really weird feeling. I was like, okay, something's wrong in here. Something's off. And I kept walking around. The proprietor was actually nasty to one of the people in my group. And I was like, okay, something's wrong. Something's wrong. Okay, let's get you out. I took the lady out and kind of got her reacclimated. And I went back into the rest of the bachelorette party. They were all wandering around. And one of my friends at the time said, I think I know what's going on. And she pointed to this lady's reading room, her back room where she did all her psychic reading.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, what's going on? Whatever. Because the shop was kind of cool and I was going to shop there, but not after somebody's nasty to my friend, I stuck my head back in the reading room and she had a whole bunch of Ouija boards set up. They were all over the wall. She may have had like maybe 6 of them.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
And they weren't blessed. They weren't well kept. They weren't. I was like, okay, get the fuck out of here right now. Go.
Portals are not decorations.
Yeah.
Right?
No, I was lucky. I actually had the person that pointed it out to me was kind of the energy worker that I knew at the time. And she was really good. And she was like, okay, I'm going to clear you all off. We're going to close everything down. And I looked at her and I said, you've got to close these portals down. I don't care if this is this lady's livelihood. You have to shut it down because of the damage it could be doing. Okay. She could be pulling stuff out and tacking it onto people. No. And so she actually kind of blessed it over so the lady would keep making money, but she couldn't hurt anybody. Because this girl, I don't get the sense that the woman was actually doing this maliciously. I just think she was uneducated about it or didn't fully understand what she was getting into and what she was doing. And I'm just like, this is nuts. You don't keep 6 Ouija boards in your reading room. No. And the thing is, she had used them all, and I could tell by the wear and tear on them. And I was like, oh, hell no. So
almost like they were set up like a mirror. Yeah,
they were all over the fucking room. And I was like, no, thank you, baby. Okay, yeah, we just make sure nothing sticks to us. Because I'm pregnant at the time. I'm out to here, right? And I'm walking through a shop with a bunch of Ouija boards. I'm like, God damn me. I know probably if Arthur could have, he would have reached up and smacked me, but like, bad mama. But yeah. Because that stuff will follow pregnant women and will follow kids first.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. But yes, Arthur was in New Orleans in utero.
And
but no.
Well, I was saying, yeah, New Orleans. That whole
Have you been, Earl?
That whole entire city needs to be cleansed.
I want to go so bad. I just want to go once.
Well, one of the things that somebody told me, do not wander down any of the alleyways. Stick to the main path of the tourists.
Yep.
Well, yeah, I'll be smart about it.
Stay in your group. Stay in your group. Stay with the herd, just like Ice Age. Okay, you stay with the herd,
right?
And for me, I would add, ask for some protection before you go into the city.
I've been binge watching Night Watch, and basically,
what is that?
Basically,
where'd you go, babe? Somebody light a candle. Sheena, we feel your presence. Come on back.
That is a big dog.
Oh yeah, she's a hound. Sorry.
She looks Great Pyrenees a little bit.
Look at her.
Night Watch tells the stories of all the EMS, firefighters, and PD down in New Orleans.
Oh yeah, what did that come back on? Or because I think I probably watched it already.
Well, I've been binge watching on Tubi.
Because I get it on my Discovery Channel, or I did. I didn't know they had any new ones out.
Yeah,
I look at that crime rate. I want to go, but I looked at the crime rate. And I'm like, maybe not by myself.
No. Not by yourself. By the way, Ishika asked me, I ask a question. Of course, girlie, go for it. Give me a minute here.
The other thing I've been seeing, well, I get a lot of videos coming across Facebook from people who are doing headstone cleaning and repair work.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and there's one guy in particular that's doing that at Waveland, or at the big cemetery there in Des Moines.
Woodland? Oh, probably Woodland. Yeah.
Woodland, yep.
Mm-hmm. And what are they saying?
Doing monument cleaning and repair work.
That's kind of a cool cemetery. I know it's really, really old.
It's like the oldest it's one of the oldest in Iowa, I believe.
Yeah, I would believe that because I've driven by it. I usually just put my hand up and say, "Can't all talk at once?" But
yeah,
I've driven in it. It's really fun. I mean,
I have not yet, but I would like to.
It's hard to. You can get lost pretty easy in.
Yeah, it's big.
Yep. So. I mean, I've been learning a lot about what you need to use to clean the headstones and the proper way, and how to repair them the right way as well. And there's also there's this one lady up in New York that she does the same thing, but she gets into digging through historical records to tell the story about the family of the headstones that she's cleaning.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
So wait a minute.
She goes by, what is it? Crazy Cemetery Lady.
On Facebook or?
On Facebook.
Huh. So wait, she's cleaning the Woodland one or that?
No, she's two separate one up in New York, but there's
okay.
There's a gentleman in Des Moines who is doing the monument cleanings and repair work at Woodland in Des Moines.
Has he said anything that he's run into anything? I mean, clearly.
Basically, I did have a conversation with him that I thought that cemetery had been maintained by the city, but he claims that the city does not upkeep whatsoever. That nobody is really in charge of the upkeep.
They used to do tours. I don't know if they still do. I never got to go on one. I've always wanted to because it doesn't really have a negative feeling. I'm sure there's negative stuff, but that's one of the. I've never really wanted to go to a cemetery before, but that's one that I wouldn't mind.
See, weirdly enough, and it's been different at different times, but I've dropped by different cemeteries, and some of them, they have quite the peaceful feeling. I was really nervous. I went to Woodland Cemetery. When things got really weird around here a few years back, I kind of avoided it because I picked up on some nasty stuff there. But probably about a year ago, it felt really good. And so I went ahead and took Whoop in there. Man, it was like he was at home. He was happy. He was playing around.
At Woodland?
Yeah, Woodland Cemetery.
Yeah, because that's not that far.
No, I sat under a tree and I just read a book, and it was so peaceful.
That's kind of what I get from it. But I mean, obviously there's got to be some, but
it's not always that way. But
right,
it's changed back to being pretty good. At least when I last read. Arthur loved it. Dennis stayed in the car.
A chicken.
Anyway, Ishika, She has a question. I currently work in social media and content side of marketing, but I've been thinking of transitioning into product marketing. Can you guys see what will I do better in among these two? All right, Earl, AngelLynn,
didn't she ask that question once before?
Not quite. This is,
but is it the same person? Because it was almost exact, but I don't remember the name being the same.
No, it's the same person.
Is it? Okay. Because I remember answering it.
You answered a different one. She just wants to know which one to go with. The last time we told her she needs to freelance, get a job, but freelance. But at the same time, this one is, she works in social media and content, but she's wanting to transition to product marketing. And I'm not feeling product marketing is going to rock her socks, but what do you guys say?
There's content marketing right now for social media is a lot bigger and a lot more requested. Because, I mean, hell.
I'm getting product marketing, but I could be wrong. You know, that's what I am, actually.
But yeah, the content side of the marketing, that is, everybody is requesting that right now. Because I do podcasting, and I mean, I'm covering all different areas, and right now, I've been fortunate.
That's only going to get bigger. Yeah, you're right.
I've been fortunate enough to get hooked up with a marketing specialist who basically is working with me for free.
Well, you know what? You passed some of that over here, Earl. Damn.
Yeah, basically, Ed hired her for marketing, but
how's it going with Ed? How's it going with Eddie Bear? I know you can tell him I called him that. It's going to irritate the crap out of him. How's it going with Eddie Bear?
God, I'm the one that has to play peacekeeper between him and everybody else.
Well, you're doing a very good job, Sheepy. Great job.
But yeah, she basically, once she got to know me and what I'm doing on my end of things, she decided that she wants to work more with me. And so basically, yeah, she's been helping me out with content marketing to really increase the how my podcast. Well, now that I've got the new website for my podcast, that she's trying to help get that visible a lot more. So
okay, that's awesome.
But yeah, Ishka, just stay within the content side of the marketing for now, because you're gonna find that you'll have better success with that right now.
Yeah. I don't know.
But I'm getting product, but
I was gonna say,
content will always be busy because social media is never going to go down. Not now.
I mean, it might, but something will come up to replace it.
Right. But the reason why I was getting product in this case for her, I guess, or him,
pretty sure it's a her. The picture.
My picture, my eyes. I got new glasses, and so the thing is different.
You're also watching this on your phone.
I know, because I couldn't get to the computer tonight.
Anyway, need to get you a laptop.
A what?
We need to get you a laptop.
I have one. I used it last week. Where were you? No, I'm kidding. I'm joking, Earl. We love you.
Right.
The product is because I guess depending on what product, obviously, know your market, know your product, but people are always going to have to buy as well. So kind of guess depending on what they like, I guess. But I was hearing product.
Okay. Dani, do you have any ideas on this?
I work in insurance, and so I'm not I'm told don't give advice whatsoever. That's what they tell you in the insurance biz when you.
No, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
when you're a customer service rep, it's like, I'm not a financial advisor. I can't tell you anything. But yeah, I'd probably go with like social media because like it's probably never gonna it's never gonna die.
I was gonna say, now when they tell you not to give advice, do you ever do that thing of, okay, I can't give you any advice, but I can tell you go look at my blog at such and such, and it'll give you all the advice you need.
Like, no, I don't. And funny enough, what I work with, I don't pay attention to any of like the financial stuff. That because usually when I get off work, I don't even want to think about annuities. I don't want to.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, Dani, how much do you know about stocks?
I know they go up and they go down.
Okay, fine. Oh my God. Hold on a second. Ishika. Ha ha ha. Yeah, it won't be dying for sure. Okay, well, there we go.
Goes up and goes down.
Oh my goodness gracious. Also, Dani, wanted to run by you real fast. After I can get this magazine pressed out, I've been thinking about doing kind of a creatives roundtable, possibly on a weekend night. Okay. Would you be willing to join it?
Yeah. I mean, as long as it's on a night where I'm not playing D&D with Dean. So.
Okay. I was going to say, I've been wanting to do something like it. I've got my feelers out to like Cassie and Eden and stuff like that, where we basically all just get together and chit chat about the different writing projects or whatever art projects we're doing. It's going to be on the Alicia's Desk channel, but it's just something that I really want to be doing, you know?
Yeah, no, definitely.
Earl, you're not invited.
Earl?
I am so good with that one. Alicia, you're putting something else on your plate, girl.
I'm always putting stuff on my plate.
I know.
It's okay. Can this giant dog this giant dog will be here.
Awesome.
I want to see her face.
Yeah.
See her face. Is she Great Pyrenees? Because she.
Hold her up. Hold her up.
Oh, I can't. Yeah. Oh, she's got to wait.
She's like,
oh, she's so cute.
Hey,
Aw.
She's like, yeah.
What's her name?
Sky.
Sky.
Yeah. Which is actually funny because my dog before this was Lucy, and so when she passes away and I get a new and I adopt another dog, I have to name it Diamonds. Because Lucy in the Sky.
Nice.
Right. That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
No,
I caught that one.
I love the picture. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but it's of a translucent dog with angel wings speaking to another, the living dog, going, "Take good care of my human, okay? They're going to be really sad for a little bit." You know, you see the human sitting on the dock with the two dogs talking behind him or her. And I'm like, yeah, okay, that's definitely got to be how it is.
Yeah, it is.
Take care of my human, okay?
Yeah.
I'll be waiting.
I will never be without a dog.
Yeah.
You
know. Oh, Earl, are you making any progress with Ed about getting him kind of chilled out?
Well, like I said, yeah, I don't know, because right now he basically starts one thing, then he'll get off on another track and get everybody that trying to help him confused. And I've told him a couple times that he needs to chill the fuck out and let people do what they need to do to what he's got them assigned to do instead of changing gears on him.
Well, is he changing gears or is he asking you guys to work on the stuff all at once and basically Okay, like I'll give you an example. We're doing articles on incense meetings, but I'm also making the tags for the shop at the same time, and we're doing the info chart all at the same time. So it all kind of works together.
Yeah, he's wanting everything done right now. And it's like, it doesn't happen that way.
But I do have empathy for him. I've had those moments in my life. I've had those seasons. I made everybody nuts, but we all got stuff done anyway. But I have figured out over the years, and this is something you might kind of slip into conversations with him. Everything happens in its own timing, divine timing. He's a pagan. He's got to believe in divine timing. I know he's a Capricorn and a Yang sign, but he has got to believe in it. Okay? Or at least he's got to respect it. It's divine timing. It's great to have 1,000 ideas. I know I do, but it will mature in its own time.
I think you've gotten really good at that over the years, and especially probably in the last 5 years.
I wouldn't say really good at it, but Arthur's helped me a lot.
Well, you won't, because when you're in it, we don't always see ourselves like others see you. So, as your fan, I think you've made a lot of progress. You've done well.
Thank you. Having a kid has actually been amazing for me. God, I'm so glad Dennis can't hear me say this. It filled a hole inside of me that
was without saying.
It was eating me alive. And
puppy.
Aw.
Sheena mentioned abandonment issues, and believe me, I have some of those myself, and I didn't realize that having a kid was going to change that so much. There was an empty place inside of me, and opening the shop really flipped it around. I could do painting and it would work for a little while, but then I was right back to it. But opening the shop changed it. But when it really just kind of, I don't know if it just kind of cauterized or filled in or what, but it was when I had my kid. I looked into my kid's eyes, and that was it. It was over. I was good.
Yeah.
I'm still irritated about what happened, but at the same time, it's like it's really not even there, some days. But yeah. So no, having the kid changed me quite a bit.
Yeah, they tend to do that.
But watching him, watching him with people, watching how he conflict resolves.
When Jonna was 4 months old, my granddaughter, and I had custody of her, she wanted a doll across the room. Okay. And I could read her mind, and she was an Aries. She's an Aries. She would go, ugh, like that. And I'm like, she wants that doll. She was remembering being able to walk to pick up a doll at some point.
Yeah.
And she got so frustrated. So I couldn't wait till she got old enough for dolls. So I'd buy her dolls. She slam dunked them. She did not play with dolls.
Oh, God.
I was like, oh, man. The whole point of having a granddaughter was being around all boys. But it was fun. But it was just, you can read their minds. They knew they were here before. That was really intriguing to me.
There's a show Arthur used to watch, and I absolutely hate it because it gives him a horrible attitude when he watches it. But it's called Boss Baby.
Called what?
Boss Baby. Okay, it's creepy in a way. Okay, when you watch it, it's a little creepy, but it features this baby who is an eternal baby. They drink a special formula. They're always babies who have the brains of adults. And, this kid is dropped down to infiltrate because there's some sort of corporate thing going on Earth that's going to affect having babies.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this kid is dropped down into the parents' laps, and there's an older kid going, no, there's something wrong with you. Something's weird. Guys don't use it. And the parents are like, no, what's wrong with you? And finally he walks in on this baby talking to corporate. And he's like, oh my God. And the baby's like, oh, thank God. I would kill for a latte and some sushi right now. You know?
Right?
It's like, you know?
And yeah.
I just look at that and I'm like, huh, yeah. Because can you imagine if right now I reincarnated into baby form with all my memories?
No, exactly. No, I got,
Oh my God, my poor parents. I mean, I would
for
be,
you as well, because
you know, I would be inconsolable. I would hate it.
I knew a boy that remembered everything about World War II. He would drive by these old barns that they have right in Iowa, but they're open. Like you can drive a combo, but they're open from side to side, right?
Yeah.
And he would go, that was where I used to park my plane. I mean, he would just everything about, well, maybe it was World War I. I don't remember which one it was, but I didn't see him for a few years, and I was probably between the ages of 10 and 15, maybe. And he had no memory left of it. And I remember his stories. His mom remembers them. His sisters remember them. And his own dad remembered them.
But it has to fade out. Because it's really unfair to come in with all that.
Yeah, it is.
Not only
it really is.
If you get the wrong set of parents.
Oh, I know.
All the stuff I've heard, it just makes me cringe. It's,
you know, no, I know.
Getting the wrong people getting nonverbal kids. I mean, Jesus, AngelLynn. Honestly, this really makes me feel like everybody needs to go through parenting classes before they even think about having kids. Okay.
Oh, they should. Absolutely.
It's like, these are the steps. Okay. This is the steps for when this happens. You know, Jesus.
Yeah.
No, we promise your child is not trying to manipulate you. It's seeking warmth and safety. I promise you. It's a child. Just put aside your own stubborn idiocy. But yeah. So,
or selfishness or whatever else you might be doing.
Bullshit. Basically just egotistical bullshit. But, you know, it's
well, I'm wearing down, girls and boys, so I'm going to log off here.
All right.
It was been a really good one, actually.
Thank you. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
Good to see you. Nice to see you, Dani, and meet you.
Yeah.
By the way,
your dog.
Yeah, the dog. Yeah. Something must be happening outside because she's looking out the window.
By the way, guys, Dani is the one, for the most part, that is going to be editing all your stuff for Celestial.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
And she is absolutely boss at it. I love her editing. She is like just awesome. Okay.
Cool.
So yeah. And she's fast too. Ridiculously
That's even better.
Fast and accurate. So.
I definitely need edited for sure. I write like I talk, and it's we get wordy because we get so much information in our head when you're a psychic medium, and it's crazy.
Well, Neptune retrograde is going to have you just bouncing, babe.
Oh, wonderful!
Have you just?
When does that start? So I can be prepared.
Oh, it's already going.
Oh, well, then I've been fine. I'm used to living that way anyway, so.
Okay.
I am a Gemini.
True. And then Dennis is the one that does the formatting, but he does some editing. But Dani, I have her do a lot of the editing just because she's got a real talent for it. It comes to her like water, like breathing. She's just
right.
And she's fast. So yeah. Hi, Dani.
Awesome.
I'm talking about you.
I read a lot. Singing, I have like.
I used to.
I have like 3 books side.
All right, guys. Enjoy the rest of your night. I'm gonna go.
Okay.
Thank you. See you next Thursday and this weekend. Dani, before we go, 48-hour film project. Tell us a little bit about that.
48 film hours. We have to essentially what it is it's a film festival. We are tomorrow night, 7:30. We'll get a genre, a line, a character, and with an occupation, and I believe a prop. We'll have from 7:30 Friday night till 7:30 Sunday night to write, produce, act, film, edit a 7 to 11 minutes full little feature, and it will be airing on, I believe, August. God, if I get the dates wrong, I think Dennis will not like me. It will be, I believe it's the Wednesday. Or it's this group of 7:15.
Okay. And Dani, I also hear you are executive producer this time for Team Theater Genesis. Is that right?
Is when we are going to have our showing, but that's I will be writing. I also produce, and I will not be acting in it, but I will be behind the camera. You will see actors.
You will see actors.
Yeah,
I was gonna say Dennis pulled me on for the
they
writing.
will act.
So it's gonna be you, me, and Dennis doing the writing.
All I know is after after my work, I'm supposed to go to the shop tomorrow night. So that's pretty much.
I will try and have some extra food for you there.
I would appreciate it. Usually I eat my dinner at my desk. So
okay. Well, this is going to be no different. So salt or sweet?
Either one.
Any food allergies or dislikes?
No,
actually, you know what? You like pasta.
Who doesn't? I'm Italian, so
there you go.
Who doesn't like?
Okay, so
pasta?
Red sauce or Alfredo? It's going to be red sauce. Dani, you lagged out. You froze.
Sorry. Alfredo is great.
It's probably going to be red sauce.
Did you say Alfredo? Was that one of the options?
No, it was not. Never mind.
It's fine. I'll eat whatever.
Okay. For meat, actually, I probably got some steak laying around. You want some steak?
Sure. Again, I will eat anything.
Perfect.
If it's,
okay. My
it's
kiddo's
free,
a pasta
so
variant. Okay. My kiddo's a pasta variant, so I always have pasta and red sauce. Always.
You know what? I like free. I work for free food, I guess.
All right. Well, I will whip up something. More than likely it'll be pasta, just simply because it's going to be the easiest to do. So yeah.
Cool. But I have a feeling we're probably going to be there. Probably.
The only way we're there late is if Dennis keeps talking.
Okay.
Yeah. I guarantee you, I was on last year on the writing team. We had it pretty well down, but we had so many people throwing out ideas, and Dennis was really against anything supernatural because he didn't want to lose the competition. They had film noir.
Okay.
So he had there was a lot of back and forth, but with just 3 people on the team. Granted, Wub's going to be there, but but with 3 people on the writing team, it's going to go pretty fast.
All right, I got to bug out too, but I was going to share one last thing here with you. I'm going to easier for me just to share the screen. This is my new website. This is my new website for the podcast.
Perfect. Now, did you get your picks and music over to Dennis for your intro?
That I've got to work on that next, so I'll get that done.
If you want him to do a couple of intros for you, just talk to him. Yep. And I want you to know, Earl, if you were down here, you could have pasta too.
Yeah, I know. I make pasta all the time here, so.
Okay. And you could have steak.
Yeah, that I would take. That
All right. All right, Earl. Well, thank you for sharing, and thanks for being on. I will see you next Thursday.
Okie dokie. Oh, let's see. I also put out a post on my Facebook in case people just get questions. Just message me.
Okay. You might want to quantify what questions are acceptable.
Well, the positive, positive inquiries. There you go.
Hey guys, if you have any weird, freaky, or just crazy questions, message Earl. I can say all this because he lives so far away, and I know he's not going to drive down to egg my house. Actually, with the cost of eggs, you're not doing that anyway. All right, dude. Thanks for coming on.
All right, man. See you later.
See you, man. Dani, my darling, I am probably going to have to go upstairs and hang out with the Webster and make sure he's not in trouble because Mom still has one day of going into the office this week, which is killing her. She works for Wells Fargo. No, she's supposed to be work from home. And so on Wells Fargo's never-ending quest to harass their employees, they're doing it. You do 1 week in the office, 1 week home. 1 week in the office, 1 week home. But no, this is special. This is special harassment. They make you pack up your entire modem and bring it in and then pack it up every night and take it back. And in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out.
Yeah, when COVID hit, I told them I'm going to be remote and I'm not driving back in at all. So I'm 100% remote.
That is awesome. Mom did not get that option. She fought for it, though. She fought. Well, she's diabetic and she's elderly. Yeah. If she catches something, it's going to be horrible for her. A lot of people, when they started bringing them back in the office after the COVID restrictions lightened up, people started catching stuff and they started getting fired because they were out of work so long.
Yeah.
And we're all like, why not just leave them remote? Because why? There's no point in bringing somebody back into the office if they're doing well.
Yeah.
And it didn't matter your stats. Everybody had to come in. Everybody had to go out. It's just like, what?
Well, I'm in the position I'm in now. To train someone to have the person I trained do it full time, and they would suffer. Yeah. I mean, it would be for a few months, but I don't think they would want to get rid of me.
No.
For that.
And you're good at your job, so.
Yeah. But I do need to,
baby doll, I will see you.
Get out because the dog is, in a weird position, and I need to really, get her, chilled out somewhere.
Thanks for coming on tonight, Dani.
Yes.
Have a good night.
Yes.
Bye. Bye. All right, folks. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode of the Psychic Roundtable. And we will see you next Thursday. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Subscribing helps us keep bringing you the episodes that you love and the content that you love. So, and also if you have any topics you want me to discuss or any guests you would like me to bring on, either this or the Tuesday Night Talks or anything like that, let me know. I would love to hear about it. All right, guys. Thanks so much. Bye-bye, butterflies. Gotta go. Okay.